June 23rd, 2022. Halfcast 316, episode 316. Let's go. Of course, I have a few things to share with you guys. An evening of reflection. Shall we? Man slit his wife's throat, held her hand, and played music as she died. In the rockiest of marriage situations, even in abusive marriages, there's usually some telltale signs if a partner is going to put their hands on you or if they're going to berate you. But for someone to slash their spouse's throat notes that there was little to no warning signals, like who knows when the switch flipped. A 21-year-old Florida man is accused of slashing his wife's throat, then playing her favorite music and holding the woman's hand as she died in a pool of blood. Zichen Yang was arrested Tuesday after a man claiming to be the alleged killer's employer called Altamonte Springs, Florida police. The caller told cops that his employee, who had not turned up to work, killed the victim, New Hyun Pham, and was busy cleaning the crime scene, Click Orlando reports. So even after the killing, he's still not showing any verbal or audible signs of any previous anger or distress or even remorse. He just has a whole cold, mentally checked out look. When cops arrived at Yang's apartment, they reportedly found Pham's body in the home's bathtub. Cleaning supplies, including rubber gloves, were also uncovered. Police said the suspect admitted to slitting his wife's throat, then put her in the bathtub when she tried crawling away. He also is said to have confessed to spending the last 10 minutes of Pham's life comforting his spouse as they listened to tunes. So he sat with her, listened to music while she bled out. Yang allegedly told authorities he had the option of stopping Pham from dying, but he was raised to always go all the way. No motive has been reported. What's scary about this is that you would like to think that you know your partner, you know your spouse a little bit better than to even conceive that they would be capable of doing something like this. And then you roll over in bed and they're looking right at you. Boo. Man arrested on suspicion of burglarizing ex-girlfriend's home. Ladies, if the relationship is over and you putting that man out, give him ample time to get all his shit. If it's really over, don't leave him any opportunity to come back down to the toothbrush. A Valencia man was arrested Monday on suspicion of burglarizing his ex girlfriend's Canyon Country home, according to law enforcement officials. According to Deputy Lisa Melgar, a spokeswoman for the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station, deputies responded to the 20,400 block of Soledad Canyon Road in Canyon Country regarding a burglary. Okay, so from anything from a few days to a month, you give them 1 day, get all your stuff out of there. Anything between a month to 3 months, you give him 2 days, give him a weekend. Anything over 6 months, you give him a week, and then I'm changing the locks and I'm putting the ring doorbell, I'm changing the security codes. The victim told deputies her ex boyfriend had vandalized their home and stole several items, Roku remote. Later that day, the ex boyfriend returned and attempted to open her patio sliding door. She told deputies the suspect was unsuccessful and appeared to be intoxicated. According to deputies, the victim showed deputies a picture of the suspect and told them he had a cast on his arm. He on hard times, man. Deputies relayed the information to more deputies, and they were able to detain a man matching the description of the suspect from the burglary call. Melger said during a search of the suspect, deputies located multiple debit cards with the victim's name on them, multiple narcotics. Great, that makes things better. and jewelry, Melger said. As of Wednesday afternoon, the suspect remained in custody with bail set at $50,000, Milger added. North Carolina high speed chase ends with suspect accidentally shooting themselves. Officer, I know I took you on this high speed chase. It was very dangerous. So instead of you shooting me, I shot myself because I'm highly upset with my behavior lately. Here, if you give me the handcuffs, I'll cuff myself too because I just have to learn. I have to learn. A man accidentally shot himself after a high speed chase in Hillsborough on Wednesday, according to the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Deputies attempted to pull over Kyrie Jason Lloyd, 28, of Mebane, for reckless driving on Old North Carolina 68 South near Arthur Menace Road. Deputies say that Lloyd failed to pull over and drove recklessly until coming to a stop near McDougal Middle School in Carborough. As deputies approached the vehicle, they discovered that Lloyd had shot himself accidentally. Save you the trouble, officer. A passenger told deputies that Lloyd accidentally shot himself while trying to disassemble a Glock handgun before pulling over, falsely believing that it would not be a crime to possess a disabled firearm. Oh, the logic. Lloyd is currently being charged with the following. Can we get some background music for this one? Some high speed chase music, if you will. Operating a motor vehicle while fleeing or attempting to elude law enforcement, carrying a concealed weapon, child abuse by creating a risk of physical injury by discharging a firearm inside a vehicle where a child was present while actively fleeing from law enforcement, speeding 70 in a 45-mile-per-hour zone, driving while license revoked while, and failure to properly secure a child in an appropriate safety After receiving treatment for his injuries, Lloyd went before the magistrate and was given a $5,000 secure bond. At the time of Wednesday's events, Lloyd was out on bond on the following charges from January 4th: possession with intent to sell and deliver cocaine and carrying a concealed weapon. Because I guess if you're going to go to jail big. A man stole a patrol car from a sheriff's station, officials say. Then he responded to a 911 call. A Colorado man is being charged with multiple felonies after authorities said he broke into a sheriff's station, stole a patrol vehicle, and later was the first to respond to a domestic violence call. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. Jeremiah James Taylor, 33, broke into a Park County Sheriff's substation near Lake George, about 30 miles west of Colorado Springs, early Monday morning, the Teller County Sheriff's Office said in a news release. Authorities said Taylor burglarized the station and later stole a marked patrol vehicle at 3:27 a.m. A radio call for domestic violence in progress was broadcasted over the police radio system in Teller County, which is just east of Park County. Taylor in the patrol vehicle heard the call and was the first to arrive at the home in Florissant with the vehicle siren on. They gotta give him an honorary badge for this. Come on, you gonna lock him up? He's a hero. Dispatchers told officers a Park County sheriff was on the scene, appeared intoxicated, and Park County sheriff's vehicle was damaged, according to an affidavit shared on Facebook. When Teller County deputies arrived, they noticed the vehicle and told Taylor to turn off the vehicle and step out. Authorities said Taylor didn't listen to the orders. I'm a cop too, and sped off onto a nearby highway. How would that scene look? A high speed police chase where it looks like the police are chasing the police. About 2 hours later, the vehicle was spotted and a pursuit ensued with both Park County and Teller County officers Taylor reached speeds of 110 miles per hour, with officials saying he committed multiple traffic violations, including passing vehicles on double yellow lane dividers. They think he's the cops. They probably were pulling over for him. The vehicle later crashed and Taylor attempted to flee into the woods. Oh, he's sobered up now. Officers located Taylor and attempted to have him show his hands, but he pulled out a knife. Oh, authorities said a taser was deployed on Taylor and one shot was fired by officers. That police car was surprisingly easy to steal. I'm surprised they don't equip those cars with remote shutoff devices. Taylor was arrested and taken to a nearby hospital for self inflicted knife wounds. Officials said Taylor is facing 4 felony counts, including aggravated motor vehicle theft, second-degree burglary, vehicle looting, and impersonating a peace officer, as well as other misdemeanor counts. He had been on probation for menacing, theft, and DUI, and authorities are investigating possible crimes he committed before entering the sheriff's station. He is trying to get it all the way up to 5 stars. The first judicial district attorney's critical incident response team is also investigating the officer who fired a shot. The Lake George substation is now secure. And the investigation is underway. We are glad no one was injured and appreciate Teller County bringing this suspect in, said Park County Sheriff Tom McGraw in a statement. Fun show, fun show, fun show. That being said, I'm going to wrap this one up, but I'll be sure to talk to you guys very, very soon. Adios.